What's going on there, kings and queens and everyone between? It's your boy MFC coming back at you with yet another video. And look, it's been a while since we've had one of those face-to-face talks, but I think it's about that time because some of you may be wondering on the YouTube channel, whatever happened to that game? Whatever happened to DNF Duel? Look how happy I look. Actually, I look stressed as hell, actually, but that's not the point. Point is, whatever happened to the content that I was making, the straight fajita I was dropping with consistency back in the day, as in like 3 or 4 weeks ago. You may be saying, what happened? Why is everybody putting this game in the crosshairs? Why is this game coming under siege and under fire? Why didn't DNF Duel work? And there's a whole laundry list of reasons, there's a whole cavalcade, there's a whole treasure trove of problems that we could talk about. But recently, as you guys know, at the end of August 30th, we got that patch, that rumored patch, that patch that was gonna save the game. And while it did tone down some of the problems like Swiftmaster and did do some things to alleviate some micro missteps within certain matchups with characters like Hitman, it left a lot of players who play Enchantress, play Inquisitor, Vanguard, and let's just say about another quarter of the cast just sprinkled in there, wanting more, craving more. Because while the game still felt a little misbalanced in its ebb and flow, especially with guard cancel being still 100 meter and certain characters like Striker getting some of their guard stuff taken away, it still is in the game because just with slight, minuscule workarounds, all the characters they nerfed outside of Swiftmaster still do exactly what was problematic and quote-unquote cancerous to the meta that they were doing pre-patch, but I digress. As for everything else, the rematch bug, Grappler having an infinite, as for the game crashing if you try to rematch somebody, whether the game decides it's gonna have 15-minute queues because it forgot about you and you have to Alt F4 and restart the game in order to get back into the queue, all of those problems still in the game, not changed, not an iota, not even so much as a little bo peep about fixing those issues that are still plaguing the game. What's that? You plugged in your controller and it was working 3 games in a row, but all of a sudden game 4, controller not detected. I don't know what controller this is. It says it's an Xbox controller, and it is an Xbox controller, but I don't know what that is anymore. I am a PlayStation, even though I'm a PC. Doesn't matter. Not working anymore, no longer detected. Now your character's just stuck there like this. Back and forth we go. Getting comboed. Can't block, can't do nothing. GG, shake their hand, and unfortunately, you may be saying, well, come on, man, it's a fighting game. At least there's a whole bunch of beautiful content, story modes, arcade modes, all types of different unlockables. Sorry, couldn't do that one with a straight face. When you look at DNF Duel, it is behind the 8 ball even by fighting game standards because the story modes are just arcade ladders that, spoiler alert, aren't even canon. That's right. It's 15 non-canon stories. And you may be saying, okay, 15, but there's 16 characters. Yeah, the boss lost word. He doesn't have a story. There's no background information on that. You just got to hold that and just say, surprise, he's there. Other than that, you have survival mode. And let's be honest, it was one of the most lackluster survival modes that I've seen this side of MK9. And that was over a decade ago. God, how old are we? Are we fossils? I don't like this. I feel ancient. How old am I in this video? Oh my God. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw the annotation of the video up there, but yeah, y'all go subscribe. That's right. You gonna click the button. You gonna hit the like because it's free. Helps a brother out. Don't cost you nothing but 2 seconds of your time. But I digress. Back to the nitty and the gritty. The problem at hand when it comes to DNF Duel is, let's be honest, if you wanted to go online right now and you just wanted to play fisticuffs, you just wanted to run the gauntlet, and you want to throw the hands, if you guys haven't seen the video on Twitter, I will play it now. This is how I got a queue for matches now, so let's just see how long it takes before we get one. All right, 2 minutes in. I mean, it's not the worst in the world, but like, you guys have got to see my point by now, right? We're still waiting, and almost 10 minutes. Oh wait, was that a game? Oh no, just a magnifying glass. Never mind, carry on. Oh my God, we got a game. It only took 11 minutes and 18 seconds. But by George, we got a game. 11-minute queue times. 11-minute queue times. And I know what some of you are saying. Yeah, that sucks, but like, other games that have a pretty much distilled and shrinked player base, we're gonna have the same problems, right? No, because I'm gonna put on stream charts, if you can see on the screen right now, and I hate to do these one-to-one comparisons, especially because there's a lot of variables when it comes to Steam charts and how reliable it can be. But look, game came out 7 years ago, Mortal Kombat X, not 11, Mortal Kombat 10, MKX, throw up the X. And it has, for the past month, had more players consistently logging in. And this is the bad PC port of MKX we're talking about. Has had more players logging in to play a 7-year-old game than people who are logging on to play a what? 7-week-old game as DNF Duel. That's a problem. That is worrisome. There's a cumbersome issue for people who want to get in to DNF Duel, especially when you come to find out that even though it's about a comparable player base, I can get games routinely by watching up in MKX on PS4 or PC and just clicking on ranked or player matches. I know what you're saying. Player matches? Actually, I don't think I've ever seen you do player matches in DNF Duel. It's because they're not in DNF Duel. You cannot queue up for a casual player match session. If you want to do a non-ranked session, you either have to know somebody or you have to go into a lobby and manually find someone, walk up to their arcade cabinet, click on them, and then hope that they press accept. And if you go into a lobby or a room that's already pre-made and it's 3 homies who are just trying to play with the homies, as soon as you walk in there, they're going to kick you, so you're going back to ranked. Yeah, you see how it's in shambles? And this is the hand that we have unfortunately been dealt. Talking to the mass audience here, which is why I'm looking over there. I'm looking over there. But most importantly, I want you to look at me. I want you to look at my face. I would like you to see my face gyrating and emoting in a way that shows that I'm perplexed by what Aiding, Neopal, and Arxis is really trying to do with this game. Because remember, they said that this patch is going to be doing a lot, but it did. I mean, I guess it was like Jay-Z. Just go ahead and brush your shoulders off. I guess I don't really know what it really did for us. Because for a lot of players, DNF Duel was this close to being a game that was chef's kiss. And this patch did everything possible to walk away from the direction where people thought the game would go. And people are, surprise, surprise, upset. So I moved on to making multiverses content because it's a game that's getting steady updates, characters, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And by the way, we don't even know if this game's getting DLC characters yet. We haven't heard anything of an announcement of a season pass or season 1. Like, the game just came out, and don't get me wrong, I still think it's fun. But if I gotta wait 11 minutes to queue up for a game, then damn it, what's the point? There is no point. The video's over. Click on this video if you want to see more of me. That's right. Self-promotion. Shamelessly.